In the heart of Los Angeles, surrounded by the glamour and chaos of Hollywood, sits one of the most mysterious and legendary cemeteries in the world. The Hollywood Forever Cemetery isn't just the final resting place of some of the biggest names in film and music history. It's a place where the past lingers, where whispers of ghostly encounters refuse to die, and where the line between legend and reality blurs. For over a century, this cemetery has been more than just a graveyard. It's a living museum of Hollywood's rise and fall, a place where celebrities rest under palm trees, where cult movie screenings happen in the shadow of mausoleums, and where visitors claim to feel a chilling presence that refuses to be forgotten. Tonight, we're digging deep into the strange legend of the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, a story of fame, death, hauntings, and the eternal question, do Hollywood stars ever really leave us? Hollywood Forever was founded in 1899, originally known as Hollywood Memorial Park Cemetery. At the time, Hollywood itself wasn't yet the glitzy movie capital we know today. It was little more than farmland. But as the silent film industry exploded in the early 1900s, this cemetery became the chosen burial ground for the pioneers of motion pictures. From the beginning, the cemetery wasn't just about death. It was about image. The wealthy and famous built ornate mausoleums, sculpted angel statues, and marble tombs that mirrored the grandeur of their on-screen personas. It quickly became a status symbol. To be buried at Hollywood Memorial Park was to cement your place in cinematic history. But beneath that glamour, darker stories began to take shape. Whispers of financial scandals, secret burials, and even hauntings swirled around the cemetery almost from its earliest days. And as Hollywood grew, so too did the legends buried beneath its soil. Hollywood Forever is home to some of the most iconic names in entertainment history. Silent film star Rudolph Valentino, whose death at age 31 shocked the world, rests here in a crypt that remains one of the most visited graves in the world. Valentino's funeral in 1926 drew tens of thousands of hysterical fans, and since then, his resting place has been tied to one of Hollywood's most enduring ghost stories, the mysterious Lady in Black. Every year on the anniversary of Valentino's death, a veiled woman dressed in black has been seen placing red roses at his tomb. For decades, no one knew who she was. Was it a devoted fan? A lover? Or something otherworldly? Even after the original Lady in Black was revealed to be a publicity stunt by a press agent, sightings continued long after her death. To this day, visitors claim to see a spectral woman in black mourning silently at Valentino's crypt. Another famous ghost said to roam the cemetery is Virginia Rappe, the silent film actress whose mysterious death was tied to the infamous Roscoe Fatty Arbuckle scandal in 1921. Visitors to her grave report sudden cold chills, the sound of faint sobbing, and even a woman's voice whispering for help. And then there's Clifton Webb, the actor known for his role in Laura. Webb, a notorious skeptic of the supernatural during his life, is now ironically one of the most frequently reported ghosts at Hollywood Forever. Security guards and visitors have claimed to see his apparition wandering the mausoleum corridors, muttering under his breath as if still annoyed by the chaos of Hollywood. Hollywood Forever hasn't just been a place of glamour, it's also been plagued with scandal. In the 1930s, the cemetery faced financial ruin. Owners embezzled money, grave sites were mismanaged, and many families complained that their loved ones' resting places were neglected. During one notorious incident, graves were said to have been sold twice. Families would pay for burial plots, only to discover that someone else had already been buried there. Lawsuits piled up, and the cemetery gained a dark reputation as a place where the dead were not always treated with dignity. By the late 20th century, the cemetery had fallen into severe disrepair. Mausoleums leaked, headstones crumbled, and parts of the grounds became overrun. It was a decaying symbol of old Hollywood, a forgotten ruin where once great stars lay in neglect. But like Hollywood itself, the cemetery staged a comeback. In 1998, it was purchased and restored under a new name, Hollywood Forever. Today, it's as much a cultural landmark as it is a burial ground, hosting movie nights, concerts, and Dia de los Muertos celebrations. But the ghosts, they say, never left. Perhaps the most unsettling is the feeling many describe, that they are being watched. Even in broad daylight, visitors report an uneasy sensation of eyes on them, as if the legends of Hollywood past are still lingering, observing the living who walk among their graves. In recent years, Hollywood Forever has become a hotspot for both tourists and ghost hunters. Its reputation as a haunted landmark has only grown thanks to shows like Ghost Adventures and countless YouTube explorations. One modern legend involves Marilyn Monroe. While Monroe is buried at Westwood Village Memorial Park, not Hollywood Forever, some visitors claim her spirit drifts here, drawn to the resting places of her contemporaries. Reports of a blonde apparition in 1950s clothing wandering near the lake have been tied to her. Skeptics dismiss it, but believers argue that Monroe's spirit roams Hollywood freely, never tied to just one grave. Another modern rumor involves the cemetery's outdoor movie screenings. People claim that during films projected against mausoleum walls, ghostly faces sometimes appear in the shadows. Some even say the sound equipment occasionally picks up whispers not in the soundtrack, as if the dead are trying to join the screening. Unlike most cemeteries, Hollywood Forever has become a cultural hub. Thousands gather every year for Dia de los Muertos, where families celebrate life and death in a festival of color, music, and tradition. The cemetery has also become famous for its Cinespia movie screenings, where classic films play under the stars, drawing massive crowds who picnic among the graves. Yet even in these moments of joy and celebration, many describe strange experiences. People claim to feel sudden chills during comedies, to see flickering shadows crossing the screen, and to hear phantom applause at the end of films, as if the stars buried there are still part of the show. It's this blend of life and death, past and present, that gives Hollywood Forever its strange, magnetic energy. The Hollywood Forever Cemetery is more than just a burial ground. It's a mirror of Hollywood itself, glamorous yet haunted, beautiful yet tragic, full of dreams and shadows. For every shining name carved into marble, there are darker stories whispered among the tombs. Is it truly haunted? Or is it simply that the legends of those buried there are so powerful that they refuse to fade, imprinting themselves on the very soil? What we can say for certain is this: Hollywood Forever is a place where history and mystery collide, where Valentino's Lady in Black still grieves, where actors whisper from beyond, and where the dream of Hollywood, with all its light and darkness, lives on forever. So the next time you walk past its palm-lined entrance, ask yourself, are you stepping into a cemetery or into a legend that never died?